Hey, sugars, it's me, Rogue, and I'm here interviewing all the candidates from this year's X-Men vote. Thanks for joining me today, Jubilee. Why do you think that you should be voted onto the X-Men?
Oh, thanks so much, Rogue. I come from a long tradition of a specific superhero team archetype.
Ooh, and which archetype is that, hun?
We're talking like Marvin and Wendy or the Wonder Twins from the Justice League, or like Jubilee from the X-Men.
Oh, I see. Hey, Jubilee, where's your son?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, sugar. Good to have another Southern here. We got Sam, Mr. Cannonball.
Hey there, Rogue. Shoot.
So why should you be an X-Men, sugar?
Well, I need to get out of my house.
Oh, because of your wife and your baby?
No. No. I'm starting to get a little skinny fat, that's all.
Sam, you can be honest with me.
It's just that Berto, he smells so...
It's like, put your goddamn sweatpants on already, bitch. I mean, come on, right?
We're live, Allison.
Oh, fuck me.
Allison, why should you be on the X-Men, Dazzler?
The same reason I do everything.
Why? Because there's a lot of 40-year-old gay men who want you to?
Bingo! Hold on, Kim Petras is totally texting me.
No, she isn't, hun.
All right, fine. It's Kim Kardashian.
Dazzler.
Fine, it's Kim Cattrall.
Ew.
All right, yeah, I hate Sarah Jessica too. Oh, sugar, look, we got Frenzy here. Oh, wait, I thought we did. Where is she?
She knew better than to come here.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's just that it's a little tone deaf and grossly exploitative.
Rogue, can we stop talking about my death, please?
Oh, sorry. Okay, Prodigy. Why should you be on the X-Men?
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, as I was saying, God, babe, stop it.
Oh my God, what's that wind? Is Speed fucking you right now?
Do you have a towel?
Oh,
hey, Juggernaut. It's really nice to meet you.
Thanks. It's important that we talk about my role in the X-Men.
Sure, of course. But first, could you just flex your bicep a little bit?
Fine. Oh.
Wow. Oh, it's so big. Can I just touch it a little, son?
Sure. Are you married, though?
Yeah. I know this is weird, but would you just kind of gently choke me a little?
All right, sure.
Well, sacre bleu! Rogue, what you doing there?
Oh, shit, there's Gambit. All right, this isn't what it looks like.
Happy 250th episode, CBQ. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 250 of Comic Book Queers, Legacy. I am your host, Brett, and I am joined, as always, by my partner, EvilJeff. Hi, Evil.
Hi.
How's it going, Shug?
Oh, everything's fine, sugar. Do you think they could tell that we were both Rogue?
I don't think so. I thought they thought that was really Rogue. Happy 250th, by the way.
I know. Isn't it crazy? 250.
We've been doing this for 250 years.
I mean, we're that old. Jesus.
We are that old. I feel that old.
But you know what?
I feel great.
We aren't going to be the oldest gays in this podcast.
That is correct.
There's going to be some that are a little bit older. Not by much, though.
Okay, good. Not really sure where you were going with that one. Who are these older gays you're talking about?
From The Last of Us.
Oh, my God. My heart is broken. I blocked all of it out. And now my heart is broken in two once again. But first, we got some hot topics we need to discuss.
Can we cue the new soundbite? We got some hot topics. Yeah. Oh, listen to that, girl.
Ooh, spicy.
Look at that 250th episode. We're changing it up. Don't say that
magical.
We're boring.
So elegant. So we've got a lot to talk about, but first, I want to talk about dicks.
It's our favorite topic, dicks.
It's our favorite topic. I just want to celebrate the Broadway run of Take Me Out, the play that was starring Jesse Tyler Ferguson and Jesse Williams. Just left from a matinee, which I think was the final performance. And I have to tell you, I've never seen bigger cocks in all my life.
Do you see Jesse Tyler Ferguson's cock?
No.
Oh, thank God.
You don't. But you see the cock of pretty much every other actor on that stage. And when I tell you, they absolutely cast from the waist down. Oh, God. This is what Broadway should be about, folks.
Do you think any of them are fake? Like, are they wearing prosthetic dongs?
No, I was up pretty close, and I've got a good nose for a fake dick.
You could smell the schmegma.
Oh, a mile away. Ew. A mile away.
I mean, is the showers working? Were they actually getting wet and sudsing up?
Yeah.
Were they touching themselves at all?
It was light suds. They were touching how else do you wash yourself with they're washing themselves with their own hands.
And was everyone in the audience allowed to start jerking off? Was Pee Wee Herman there?
Pee Wee Herman was not there. Although I have a funny Pee Wee Herman story I want to save for another episode.
Okay.
No, Pee Wee Herman was not there. I actually was afraid that, you know how people cheer when a celebrity comes out for the first time in a play?
Did they cheer when the dicks came out?
That's what I was afraid of. I just saw Chicago with Jinx Monsoon.
Yeah.
No shit. 2.5 minutes of cheers and applause when she first stepped out.
And you're like,
stage.
all right, let the bitch sing.
Okay, let the bitch do her thing. So this one, Jesse Tyler comes out, people cheer. Jesse Williams comes out, people cheer. And it was just that kind of crowd. I really thought that when it came out, people were going to cheer.
Was there like an audience gasp?
No.
Was it more like one of those? Was it like a TGIF sitcom when there's a ooh,
like Saved by the Bell,
or like aww?
No, it was just silent, and then somebody yelled, "That's it."
Are you serious?
And then he went, "Just kidding," and everyone cracked up, big house laugh. No, I'm just kidding. No, there was a heavy silence that filled the crowd.
I know everyone, but you just heard like everybody.
Just one person slapping their.
Yeah, everyone's just jerking off.
Everybody's jerking off. No, they pack them in so tight. I mean, good luck getting an arm free in those Broadway theaters.
Oh.
But EvilJeff, I understand you saw something that had a lot of body yaddy yaddy in it as well.
Yeah, there's this new show on Netflix. Because I watched some K-dramas, the algorithm was like, hey, watch this Korean reality show called Physical 100. And it's literally just...
Not seen it, but...
100 athletes just doing Squid Game type, physical challenges. And they're all topless and just hot as fuck. The key here is they all have their own busts made of their torsos.
Ooh,
so it opens up
really?
with just 100 busts, Grecian busts of torsos. And when they get eliminated, they have to break the torso. They have to break it.
Ooh, why am I turned on right now?
It's so sexy. The first 2 episodes, they're doing basically they're like, hey, hold on to these this monkey bar grid, and then the floor drops out, and then it's who can last the longest. So it's just tons of biceps, hot. But the next one is wrestling. There's a ball, and they both have to wrestle to get a hold of the ball after 3 minutes. And there's one that's in the mud, and it's so hot.
Ooh.
There's
Netflix
one guy who's a farmer.
Something.
There's one, it's a farmer versus a dancer who was on also another show I watched called Singles Inferno, which is the Korean
what the hell
dating.
Is that?
It's the Korean dating show where it's just hot models are on the beach, and then if they choose each other, they get to go to paradise for a night.
Oh, hell yeah.
But because it's Korean, they hold hands, and that's as far as they go because everyone's so fucking prudish.
Yeah.
But some of them are on this show too. They're also, but basically you got to see a built bodybuilder male dancer and a built jacked as fuck farmer wrestle in the mud. It was rewind.
Rewind. Spank it a little rewind. I need to see this show.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Dicks are great. Male bodies are great. I love it. It also has beautiful female bodies in it too. I would say if you are bisexual, this show is for you.
This is your
because
show.
it has something for everybody.
Yes. We need a new show. You know why?
Why?
Because we have another hot topic.
What is it?
Our two favorite shows, Titans and Doom Patrol, canceled.
Oh. Do you
Listen.
think that was because of ratings, or do you think James Gunn was like, I want to wipe the slate clean?
James Gunn said I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, he did? Okay.
I think James Gunn would have just slapped an Elseworlds on it and called it a day. If it was his decision.
Yeah. But will it be erased forever?
Not from my heart.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
I know.
Well, you know what? Hey, here's a silver lining. Anna Diop, who plays Starfire in Titans.
Yeah.
She's free, Marvel. Just saying.
I know. Well, I mean, I would say I think some of the what's the guy who plays Nightwing?
Yeah, Brenton.
Let's give him
Cyclops
something, please.
Put a visor on
him
Make
as
him
Cyclops? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Make them Cyclops and
Oh,
Storm. You
what?
cowards. You cowards.
Oh
do
my
it.
God, that would be amazing.
What a Cyclops he would make. What a Storm she would make. Forget.
I feel Storm is so epic at this point. No matter who they cast, they're going to be pissed off. I feel like it's so hard to cast her now because she's just
I feel like
so epic.
Anna Diop is one of those actresses I think that would appease everybody.
I hope so. I would love it.
I mean, she already had big hair and lighted up eyes and shooting stuff out of her hands. She's already shown that she can do that.
But maybe because she has that, it's like, oh, you were too close to it. We need something fresh and new.
No. If all of these women want to have sex with Scott Summers, the only answer is Brenton Thwaites.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we also talk about James Gunn kind of gave his little manifesto of of what he's planning to do
Huge.
with the DC universe, and there's a lot of shit that's coming.
Did you watch his video?
I did not watch the video. I read it.
Oh. I watched the video on the streets of New York, walking down the sidewalk going, what?
Do you have the list in front of you? I realize I don't have
I
the
have it
list
in front of me, of course.
Well, let's go through it. Let's go through what's going on.
Well, first things first, we have to just flush out the system. So we have to let the current movies run their course, and there are 4 of them. There's
Aquaman 2, Flash.
Aquaman 2 is the 4th one. Flash is the one that's going to reset everything and start to lead into this new, which, it's Ezra Miller.
Well, Ezra Miller is finally in rehab, and they're all like, and I feel like it's too late for Ezra Miller, but
it's too late. But you know what? It's too late for Ezra Miller, but it's just beginning for Shazam 2's Zachary Levi. Have we heard of this?
He is now a crazy Christian anti-vaxxer. What?
Trumpa
is happening?
What the hell? He's been on the 700 Club. The 700 Club. Are you kidding me?
What is going on?
Was he always
the 700 Club? Pat Robertson, that ancient evil troll. I just saw a TikTok where he was saying that if a woman gets Alzheimer's, the husband should be able to divorce her and just put her in a home because he needs someone to take. A man should always have a wife to take care of him.
That's what women are for, to Pat Robertson.
I can't wait for Pat Robinson to drop dead, whatever his fucking name is, to drop dead and open his eyes and be in hell. I can't
surrounded by drag queens in hell.
Yes.
But their demons dress up like drag queens because drag queens don't go to hell. They go to heaven.
But they'll do a big fake out first. They'll do a good place.
Oh, yeah. They love a reveal, those demons.
Yeah.
Not the drag queens again.
What else is happening in James Gunn's world? I will say this. He also said the tone of everything. He's like, not everything is going to be a peacemaker, James Gunn. Haha. there's like a biting, sarcastic edge. He's like, I'm going to let everything kind of have its own moment and have its own feel. If it needs to be more dramatic, it'll be dramatic. If it'll need to be funny. And I think that's also why he's creating Elseworlds, where he's like, no, Joker is its own thing because that director is doing his own thing. Batman with Robert Pattinson, that's its own thing. It's its own world. And I really like that because I think if you had to try and merge Robert Pattinson into like a Justice League, I think that would kind of demean those movies.
Isn't that arguably what set DC on the wrong foot initially, was because they thought they had to extend out of Nolan? And you saw them trying to be Nolan in the beginning?
Yeah, but then they replaced, but they did a different Batman anyway, so there was no point to doing that.
Yeah, they went for like the realism, like Superman. You cannot possibly tell people you're an alien.
But I feel like that's mostly Zack Snyder's fault.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think he wouldn't have thought that if he wasn't emulating Nolan's realism.
Yeah. But I just hate Zack Snyder's movies.
Me too. So let's stop talking about them because we also have Blue Beetle in the mix of like the movies that are fleshing out the current system.
Who's starring in that?
I don't know. Actually, I do know. It's me.
Hi, I'm the problem. Anyway, Taylor Swift joke.
All right, let's get to the new stuff, Taylor.
Wait, but I don't even know who Blue Beetle is. I've never read.
What's wrong with you? Mr. Gold and Blue Beetle?
That's what I'm saying is like I've read like maybe 3 things.
Oh, you don't know like
I don't know the history.
Who he is, right.
Yeah, I don't give 2 shits about Blue Beetle. All right, let's get on to what else is happening though.
All right, it's starting with I believe it's a TV show called Waller, starring Viola Davis.
Love it.
Okay, Nick Fury. So I'm sure we're gonna she'll be our Nick Fury entrance into this new universe, and then I honestly. After that, I feel like this is exactly how we need to start a new DC universe.
Wait, before you reveal that,
the title.
Before you reveal that, we have to go back to Viola Davis.
Oh, yes,
because she is now an EGOT winner. She just won an Grammy, and she's now officially been inducted into the EGOT.
Yes! She won a Grammy tonight when we were recording.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, my God. Congratulations, Viola Davis.
But what's the reveal of the show you were about to say before I interrupted you?
Superman: Legacy is the name.
And you know,
they
Brett
copied us.
Brett was salivating, being like, "Oh my God, Superman Legacy!"
For all your work, Gunn.
Oh my God!
Superman: Legacy is going to start us off, and I hear it's going to be inspired. This is why I feel like it's promising. James Gunn gets it. He's picking all the right source material. It feels like Superman Legacy is going to be inspired by Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman. Correct answer.
Great. And that's not the only inspired by Grant Morrison that we're going to get.
Oh, no, it is not.
And I will tell you this, if you're going to base it on a comic, you fucking base it on Grant Morrison.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, then the thing after Superman Legacy is another HBO Max TV show. It's called Lanterns?
Which is going to be is it like a cop type of thing?
Show.
Cop show.
Space cop. It's about 2 Lanterns in particular, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. But I think they'll all be in it, which is great.
Love it.
Give me that Kyle Rayner. Love him. Okay, then after that, this is the one I'm the most excited about. Like, this is the one I was walking along the sidewalk, and he said, and then we're going to do The Authority. And I out loud screamed. I love The Authority.
Why do you love The Authority, Brett?
2 reasons. Apollo and Midnighter.
Are they lovers?
They are lovers. In fact, they were the first gay couple in comics that I was aware of. And I mean, this is the Authority is kind of what gave us. The Authority is kind of what gave us the Ultimates in when Marvel did Ultimate Marvel, which is what gave us, I feel, the movie Avengers.
Yeah.
All right? Apollo and Midnighter, here they come on the big screen. I'll never forget the reveal. Like, reading The Authority, and then Midnighter just kisses Apollo on the forehead. I was like, wait, what?
Love it.
Love it. I floated to the sky. But then I came back down because who wants Game of Thrones but on Themyscira? Not me, but a lot of people do. Paradise Lost.
Going
Kind of
from
like Game of Thrones, but on Wonder Woman Island.
Going from gays to lesbians.
Thank you so much.
There better be some fucking lesbians in that shit, or I'm going to be pissed.
There is going to be so many lesbians in Paradise Lost.
Yeah.
And then after that...
It's so big because, like, at the very bottom of the castle, there's, like, a Home Depot. That's how gay this show is going to be.
You dare bring your U-Haul onto my land?
But it's only been date number 2.
Stop.
What do we got next?
How about The Brave and the Bold?
What's that one?
Oh, that's Morrison's Batman and the introduction of the new Batman and his son.
Oh, that's the Batman and Robin?
Damian Wayne. Yeah.
Damian Wayne's Killer Robin. Assassin Robin, love it.
You know who I would love as Damian Wayne is number 5 from Umbrella Academy, but he's going to be too old.
Yeah, he's too old now. He's an adult.
Yeah.
He's basically like
he's like an adult.
Or 19 now.
Yeah. He's like an adult. Season 1, number 5 would be a great Damian Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got a Booster Gold TV show. That's great.
But then
you probably don't know Booster Gold.
Is Blue Beetle and Booster Gold connected?
Yeah, they're like Biffies.
So is that Booster Gold going to be in the Blue Beetle movie?
I don't know. Probably not.
Huh.
Maybe. Who's to say? James Gunn. Then we got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And then we got Swamp Thing. So,
and this is going to be a whole different Supergirl, not the TV.
It's like a dark Supergirl.
So is all of the CW shows ending?
I don't know. No, they're just starting like Gotham Knights, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we've had a Supergirl show for like
Flash
6 seasons.
Flash is over.
And Arrow was over, but then I think the something of Tomorrow, what is it? Legends of Tomorrow? That ended, but Supergirl was still going. Did that end too? I guess that probably has to end if they're going to start it over.
Just put an Elseworlds on it.
Is that all of them?
That's it.
I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah, and then you know what? After all that's done, we still won't have the fucking X-Men.
I know. Give us some fucking X-Men, please.
Give us the X-Men, please. And make it Brent Twiggs and make it Anna Diop.
Can we talk about some X-Men now?
Yes, we can. Hit the new music.
I was reading X-Men comics in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah.
All right. It's been a few weeks, guys, and we've been dying to talk about this.
Dying.
Sins of Sinister is finally out.
Sins of Sinister. Let's talk about Sins of Sinister. I've been waiting so long to say those words.
Sins of Sinister, and I will tell you this, when there's always like, oh, this is all just going to be reset, I hate those types of plots. But when it starts with a bunch of Moiras where things are being reset, it's part of the plot, so I'm okay with it.
Being reset is literally one of the tension points of the story. But especially at the end of Sins of Sinister number 1.
Yeah, because in previous, at the end of which, was it Immortal X-Men? In which we saw Xavier had a fucking sinister diamond on his head.
Yes. Which leads us right into this story.
Sins of Sinister, he's not the only one. Apparently, anyone who has been resurrected has a fucking diamond on. Like, he entered it into the DNA that he could take everybody kind of over.
Well, anyone who was resurrected not under Hope. Not under the former good Hope.
Yeah.
Because Hope had a way, she had some magic way of just undoing his work.
Yeah. So we now, like, it shows up and there's like Emma and Hope and they're all just like, yeah, let's just do what Sinister wants. Let's fucking do it. And it's weird because they're still themselves, but they're like, but we just have to do what Sinister wants. It's so fucked up.
They're under his influence. Like, they're under his moral code. Like, they want what he wants, and they lack ethics like he lacks. Other than that, they're the same.
And it seems to me then the other people that survived, I'm assuming like Kitty Pryde, that they must have killed her and resurrected her at some point to get her.
Oh, sure.
Too.
There's a big time slip. I mean, what I was really surprised about.
Oh, it goes like it's
over
yeah.
How
It goes
many
like
years it takes place.
It goes.
Is
it 10 years? 10 years?
I think is it 5 when one of them.
I think when it opens up where
wise?
I think it's like when it opens with like the House of X kind of reference where they're all coming out of the things and he's like, come to me, my me's. I think that was like 10 years later. So shit's been going
it said
on.
plus 10 years.
Yeah, shit's going on for a while.
So can we talk about that scene for a second?
Yeah.
Because he resurrected a bunch of Scott Summerses.
I know.
What do we think he's doing? What do we think he's doing with those Scott Summerses?
Just fuck him already. Jesus Christ. That's what it was all about.
He is, though.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
He made a bunch of Scott Summerses to fuxes.
No, okay. And I will tell you this, because do you know what would make the most sense? Because we know Sinister now wants to fuck Scott Summers. So if he has the ability to put his brain in another body or a clone or something, who do you think, going back in the past, he would have put his brain into?
Lee Forrester.
No, Madeline Pryor.
Oh, shit.
And this is why I think Dark Web would have been way more interesting if it turns out Madeline Pryor was the fourth Sinister.
Oh, that would have been so good.
But that's not what happened. And Dark Web is... we'll get to that in a tiny bit. We'll talk about it for like 3 seconds because it's stupid.
Okay.
But anyway, so he creates a bunch of Scots to fuck. But it kind of just shows the world of him. Like, once he has Krakoa under its hold, he just starts kind of deciding to conquer the world. And he's kind of brilliant at it. He basically kind of just does these horrible things and blames it on Orcus. So everybody hates Orcus. There's only one unrealistic thing in this, is that Storm took 5 years to catch on.
That's my only thing. That's like, when I read that, I was like, okay. I'm sure Kieran Gillen had a problem with that too. Because it's like, come on.
I mean, yeah.
5 years?
Yeah.
Sure, they're that good. But it's Storm.
But at the same time...
We'll get to her, by God.
But at the same time, it's Storm. And he's like, that bitch, she won't die. She's not resurrected. I can't control her. Oh, and then they lobotomize Krakoa.
I was just getting there. They lobotomize Krakoa and kill Dougie.
Yeah.
Dougie, bad week for Dougie in the comic books, can we just say.
Yeah.
Dougie is not having a good time. Not having a good time. So after this book is essentially splash page after splash page of major Marvel characters dying.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Or either dying or being put under the influence of Sinister. But we get Thanos getting his brains blown out.
By a miniaturized Juggernaut bullet. And then they just let Juggernaut keep flying through space.
Yeah, bye, Juggernaut. The new Kitty Pryde. And then Doom fucking gets killed by...
Namor kills Doom.
All the Eternals are fucking butchered.
By Uranus, so they use...
The Fantastic Four is fucking killed.
The Avengers are fucking killed.
Yeah.
And then Storm is like, why is my friend weird? And she means Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, because that's not Nightcrawler. And she's like, well, where's Nightcrawler? And he's like, he's right here. He's this dog.
And basically they're like, well, now that you know, let's take him. And Professor X and Emma are like, all right, we're going to fucking, do our psychic thing on you. But Storm fucking knew this. She's like been planning this. Maybe this is the thing, is she's been planning this for a long time.
Oh, hell
But I feel
yeah.
like 5 years
exactly.
is too long. You can figure shit out before that storm.
I know, but then being able to do something about it's a whole other thing. She probably knew she couldn't confide, right?
And she escapes and meets up with who? Of course, the people that escaped Krakoa before all this happened. Mystique and Irene.
Mystique. Wait, we cannot gloss over this moment. She made a deal with Laktuka, whose mind is as big as everything. She's like, the second somebody tries to take over my mind, like, I have to connect to yours and then blow them all the fuck away.
Yeah.
People died. People died in this scene.
Oh, yeah. I think the whole council is dead except for Sinister.
And then she was like, her catchphrase is, you make sure? Is there a badder, asser, bitcher thing to say?
Yeah.
Like, to me,
abominations.
I squealed when she goes, you make sure. Because to me, it was like if you're going to hit, or if you're going to shoot at me, make sure you hit, make sure you don't miss. That was like the vibe. Make sure you don't miss.
Yeah.
Abominations. So it is war. Mystique and Destiny.
But here, Destiny says we must be on the same side. And she was saying that to Sinister, too. So I don't know if we can trust either of them. Because they're playing their own fucking game.
Yeah, but maybe they're going to play a game with him.
That's what I'm...
to take him down.
Or is they playing a game with Storm? I don't know. When she's telling everybody, I need to be on your side, I don't know who to believe.
She said, my love, don't tell anyone our secret plan. We're going to be the stars of Paradise Lost.
I also love where he just kills Wanda, where he's like, no more Wanda.
No more Wanda.
Just in case.
No more Wanda. I laughed out loud.
And then the is it Chimera or Chimera? Or Chimera?
We'll never
Chimera?
know. There's no way of ever knowing.
Those are now being created. So it's like moving. I was like, oh, this is moving fast.
This is going fast. I love a Sugarman appearance.
But now Storm, he kind of attacks Mars, and now Storm is like the world's most wanted.
Can we talk about Beast Colossus, though?
Yeah.
He was great. He's like... Thank you. Whew. Yeah.
And it looks like this ends where they're finally going to reveal the diamonds. But at the same time, they're like, well, but we also want our own thing. Like the Sinister, which is a selfish motivation, is also motivating all of them. So even though they're under his influence, they're also like, well, we're evil now, so I want my thing.
And
so he's just like, oh, well, fuck, I don't want that. And so he's like, this was 10 years. I did pretty good. Let's start over. But somebody stole the Moiras. Do you think that was Destiny?
Who? I don't know. Who stole the Moiras?
Where's the Moiras? And it's
was
crazy
it the other
because
Sinisters?
This is going to go. But that's the thing is it's going to go up to year 10, going to go to year 100, and going to go to year 1,000. So that means he's not able to find these Moiras for at least 1,000 years.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. So this is going to go on for 1,000 years.
Shit.
Fuck.
Look at the Sins of Sinister. The final issue is called Sins of Sinister Dominion.
Mm-hmm. Where he wants to take over the
shit, the phalanx.
The phalanx.
Woo.
Well,
good luck, sir.
Good stuff. You know what else was some good stuff? Legion of X.
Legion of X was some good stuff.
And it turns out the rumors
a little
going
heartbreaking
around.
and tragic.
What?
Yes.
Oh, tragic? Well, yeah, because we don't know officially if what Xavier did to Legion is permanent.
But other stuff happened too.
Wait, like what? Now I'm trying to think. What?
Like Warlock is dead and Dougie's been severed from him forever. So Doug had his heart and soul ripped out.
Oh, yeah.
And then Forget Me Not saved everybody, died, and because Lost's ear thing came out, They forgot.
They don't remember that he lived. Oh, that was really sad.
They have that panel that says nobody died today, and they show Forget-Me-Not skull in the foreground. Listen, he might have been Omega. Because he's dead. They still can't remember.
I know. He must have been so scared to die because it's like no one's going to remember to resurrect me.
His last lines were, "Remember me," and no one does.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And
Warlock's
then Xavier's
dead, too.
like, "Oh, I totally fucked up."
I'm so sorry I fucked up.
I have a feeling though, but a lot of this stuff that's going on, like, but Warlock is technically a mutant, so Warlock could be resurrected.
You think?
I think so. He's a mutant.
Do we have verification?
Also, how many times has Warlock died? And then he comes back. It's
That's why
fine.
I'm not worried about
They
it.
just need a little. They just need a little spark of him, and then they can just rebuild him. It's fine.
He's not Groot.
He is.
I mean,
That's
he is
what
kind
I mean.
of.
Well, he died in the Extinction Agenda, and then there was just
Right.
Douglock for all that time.
Extinction Agenda. Extinction Agenda. We're going to bring that up when we talk about X-Force.
Oh shit! I know, right? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
But then we do find out that Mother Righteous is the Heart Sinister.
Which we should have known
Which
the
how
whole
did
time.
that
Her name is-
happen?
I don't know how that happened, but her name is Mother Righteous. That is the opposite of Mr. Sinister. God
Yeah.
damn it.
I know, right? And she has the heart.
She's got the heart. What a world.
Remember there was Mrs. Sinister?
Yeah, she was like
she just
some
from
lady
another-
and then No, she was some lady who Sinister died and then he injected she had Sinister DNA and it activated when he died.
Oh.
I thought Mother Righteous was going to be like, I used to be Miss Sinister. I would love that, but no. She has a different origin.
Well, we saw, because that was the thing is we saw like in the olden days where like that he created those original 4 clones and each one had the different thing on it. So I just find that very interesting of like, how do you, when you create the clone, how one is a woman? I'd like to know, I want to know how that came about. That's all fascinating to me.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. And then we got X-Force where it's like, who's the man with the peacock tattoo? And
I'm just the son of the Gene-Engineer.
Not really the son, the clone.
Oh, the clone. I'm just a clone of the Gene-Engineer. You remember that guy from way back?
Yeah.
He was the guy. I mean, this was our peak era. He was like...
He's the one that, like, did it to rain and did it to storm. Like, Gene engineered them to make them, what are they? Mutates. The mutates.
Remember, like, his son, Philip Moreau, and his girlfriend, Jenny Ransom? And he was willing to turn Jenny Ransom, his son's girlfriend, into a mutate?
Yeah.
All of this was like 1988. Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
I'm just there's for some reason there's when I'm clicking through the pages of X-Force.
Do you watch porn? Do you watch porn when we do the show?
No, but like ads are popping up when I'm clicking through the pages of X-Force.
Oh my God.
See? Did you see that?
Mute your shit. Mutate it. Mutate it. All right. So crazy. I was like, oh, the Gene-Engineer. I didn't care then. I don't care now. No, it's cool.
And what else we got? What other comics were there?
Oh, we got Exterminators ended.
Exterminators ended. And Dazzler's working in WeHo. But we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that one last. Let's talk about that one last. Let's talk about Sabretooth.
You want to talk about Sabretooth?
And the Exiles, which is just still continuing on a real fun journey.
Yeah, that's a real fun journey. But it's trippy. It's weird, right? The ending made no sense.
Well, that's the thing is they're now like in the astral plane with Third Eye. But then Orcus is like mining the astral plane, which was so weird to
Very
me.
cool.
And
I liked it.
And so they were fighting on the astral plane, and then some people were outside the astral plane, but then they were dead. But then all the trapped mutants were like, "Oh, we're freed, but we don't have our powers, and we need to protect them." It was just a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and then at the end they found this shriveled body of a man who Oya says his name was Victor Creed. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, so
Victor
then
Creed is Sabretooth.
yeah, exactly. So it was like this weird Sabretooth on the astral plane. Like being held
Why
captive.
is there a weird Sabretooth on the astral plane being held captive when our Sabretooth is right there looking at him?
Well, but that's the thing is do we know whether Sabretooth had ever been resurrected before? Like there's a chance there could be a previous story that was just not told where he had like, oh, I guess he died. We don't know. He was sucked into the astral plane. He's dead.
Wow.
And so they resurrected
him. What a
him.
person to resurrect, like not knowing if he was dead or not. That's weird to me.
Well, we don't know. I mean, we really don't know. There's also the whole entire Axis thing kind of got dropped. And maybe that's the good soul of Victor Creed from Axis.
That'd be fun. Bring that back. Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Or it could be the Victor Creed from Exiles that was fucking Psylocke. And that was friends with Blink.
Oh my God.
So there's some different things that it could be.
Yeah.
I still want to know what is the thing, like I want to know the mechanics of Orphan Maker's powers that are good.
They still didn't go into it in enough specificity that satisfied me. They're like, quick, get his stuff on, his powers. I'm like, but what?
I know exactly.
What are they?
Exactly.
Did you think Dark Web is stupid?
Oh, yeah, Dark Web. I mean,
what's wrong
just
with you?
Like, you liked it?
I didn't like it, but I mean, Scott, Jean, and Maddie reconciled. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they reconciled. And here's the thing. I don't care. For me, there's unforgivables.
Okay.
And trying to murder your baby son Cable because you're pissed that you got dumped, that's an unforgivable to me. So this whole thing of trying to turn her back, I've never really been fully on board with. And so they're like, oh, we understand why you were mad. She tried to murder the baby. Like they're just never mentioning that. I would maybe be, if they just bring it up. Bring it up. I will say the only cool thing I liked is it ends where now Limbo is in New York has an ambassador building.
Oh, that's the part I thought was so stupid.
I think that's funny.
That.
I think it's stupid, but I think it's funny. But I felt the whole making up between we predicted the whole thing that would happen on episode 1 of Dark Web. So I just find it all very stupid. I'm just like, whatever.
I think in terms of something that's unforgivable, I think canceling dinner plans after 3 p.m., that's unforgivable. I think trying to slice your baby in half, like, we just need to talk it out and it'll be fine.
Okay. God, you just forgive redheads for anything.
That's true. I do. Like you.
Me, I know.
You're the only redhead I know.
All right, let's talk about Exterminators. Exterminators came to an end.
It did.
And it was a real fun ride. And it looks like they're just going to kind of stay their own team of just fighting vampires.
Until 2 of them don't speak to one another because they're vying for the same spot on the X-Men. Jubilee and Dazzler.
Why is Cannonball in the lead? I thought this was a slam dunk for Dazzler.
This is
Am I crazy?
Cannonball wasn't he in the first one? Am I crazy?
No, he was in the New Mutants.
He was in the first one. He was in the first X-Men vote. He was one of the candidates.
Oh, you're right.
We did a political ad about him.
Oh, yeah. Fuck it. No.
So why again? And listen, Jubilee was in the X-Men cartoon. Why isn't she in the lead? Dazzler was in the video game. You know who's going to win? I'm calling it. Juggernaut.
Ugh, he's not even a mutant.
He was that meme, though. Like, he was like the first meme.
Who cares?
All the
people
who are turning 40 years old who grew up saying, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. They're voting.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ. The X-Men vote's going to tear us apart, okay? What happened in Exterminators? Who are you voting for, by the way?
I voted for Dazzler. What, are you insane? I voted for Dazzler.
Are you insane? I'm voting for Dazzler too. 250th episode. We are making our endorsement.
The funny thing is and that's the thing
Blair.
is like, but my thing is, I'm voting for Dazzler, but I am not going to begrudge someone liking someone else. But I am seeing people from other podcasts being like, "Oh my god, like you guys, like it's gonna be fucked up if you don't vote for Frenzy." And I'm like, no,
you cannot do this.
no, I'm not fucking voting for Frenzy. We need fucking Dazzler again.
Right. Come on.
I just want to bring back I would love to bring back a team of the Outback roster.
That's why I voted for Dazzler. I just want the Outback roster.
I mean, can you guys picture it? For those youngins, picture an X-Book that has Storm, Rogue, Dazzler, Psylocke, Havoc, Colossus, Wolverine, and Longshot. Come on! That would be so fun.
Psylocke, Quanon. And you don't even have to put Longshot. Nightcrawler.
Yeah, put Nightcrawler instead. I'm fine with that.
There you go. Boom. Same thing.
I can't. But I do have some other news because at the end of Exterminators, Dazzler moved to West Hollywood. So I've run into her a few times.
That's right near you. Oh, you have?
Yes. And so I happened to mention that I have a podcast, and then she just wouldn't shut up about it. And she just wants to have a segment on it. So I've agreed to give her a segment.
Fuck.
So she's actually been sitting here. She's here now. Joe just let her in. So I'm sorry. I wanted it to be a surprise for the 250th. Everybody, here's our new segment, Hot Goss with Dazzler.
Well, it's hot gossip with your favorite beauty. Dazzler's bringing you some scalding hot tea. Yeah. Hi. Oh my God. Oh, it's so
Allison
good to
Blair,
be back. I'm
and
sorry.
breathe.
Don't call me Allison. Call me Dazzler. My name is Dazzler.
I did not mean to call you by your human name, Dazzler. It's so good to have you here.
I'm currently in the running to be an X-Man, so I need the name out there. I need it to be Googleable. Because right now, the first time
practicing SEO.
Because that's the thing. If you type in Dazzler, it's just some stupid discotheque in Newark, New Jersey. It's like, no, I need to be number one. I need to be number one. Ugh.
So you're being out-Googled by a club in Newark, New Jersey when people type in Dazzler?
Yeah, all right, just shut up, all right? Okay, I don't need you to fucking rub it in my face. I heard you're from New Jersey. It's probably your fucking fault.
I'm not from Newark.
All right, anyway, I'm here to do some hot goss because since I'm on Krakoa and I'm always doing the clubs and and now that everybody's gay, I'm the person that every gay comes to tell their secrets. And now that everybody's gay, it's like, come on.
Oh, you're full of secrets.
All right, so here is my first piece of gossip. I don't know if you're aware of this, but a certain bedroom of a certain ruby quartz divisor person is being shared not only with his wife, but with one Wolverine. I bet you that's surprising you, huh?
So, Daz, you're going for like blind items because typically they're a little bit harder to guess who you're talking about. And also, you don't name names.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
Give me another one.
Okay. Well, how about a certain beautiful blonde-haired singer?
Oh, there you go.
Is actually met a really hot guy in a mask
Okay.
His name is Dr.
Oh,
Stasis, and he has kind of like a
Wait.
bad boy edge. I did finally
What?
lift the hat off a bit, and there was like a weird like stamp of a playing card on his head, but whatever. He was fucking me
Was
doggy
it like
style.
Was it like a club?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. So a few things.
And-
Dr. Stasis is Dr. Stasis works for Orcus, which is a racist, fascist, violent organization.
Shit.
I'll
Oh,
add
can you not tell
homophobic.
the X-Men that? Homophobic.
Also, on top of that, it was revealed that Dr. Stasis is actually Mr. Sinister.
What? I fucked Mr. Sinister. Well, look, okay, you know what? You need to give a girl a break because, like, I am telling you right now, after I got dumped by that fucking vampire with a necklace, a long-haired vampire with a necklace. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
And so I need to fuck a bunch of guys to get him out of my head. But I will tell you this.
Oh, no. See a therapist.
I fucked a girl, too, to get her out. That's right, Dazzler.
You did?
It goes both ways. It is. I went into Legion's astral area, and there was this girl with a white braid. Her name was Mother Righteous, and let me tell you, she ate my pussy all righteous.
No.
What?
No,
what?
no. First
what?
of all, I'm not shaming. I'm just saying that's another Mr. Sinister.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, think about it,
I
Mother
got
Righteous,
fucked by two Mr.
haha.
Sinisters.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. I think you're infected, girl.
She told me that she told me she was gonna give me PR powers so that I could automatically get a hit album.
Oh, no. No, she's not going to do that. Or if she does, there's going to be a horrible price to pay.
All I know is living in West Hollywood isn't really easy. I wanted to perform Monday night at Mickey's, and they said it's drag night. And I'm like, excuse me, who's a bigger drag queen than me? But then it turned out that there was someone called Heidi in Closet that was performing there, and I got bumped by her.
On a Monday?
Well, that's the drag night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, maybe you could try next Monday.
I guess so. Yeah, there's just someone named Jinx Monsoon. I've never heard of her.
Oh, no, you're screwed. Also, Mr. Sinister is actively taking over the planet right now. Are you aware of this? Are you doing anything about it?
You know what? I am, but here's the thing. I can't die. Lord knows I've tried. I've tried to commit suicide 4 times since this breakup.
What? No,
it
that's
doesn't
horrible.
take.
You should please talk to
It doesn't
somebody.
take. Well, suicide, I mean, 3 of them were just, one was just, I was joyriding a little too hard. The other one, I tried to do heroin and cocaine at the same time. So it was more just like me experimenting. But here's the thing, I can't die. So I've never had to be resurrected. So I don't have that little diamond on my head. But you know what? I'm just going with it because I really want to get voted into the X-Men. And so what? They're a little fascist. You know what? If that's what it takes to be an X-Man, you just have to roll with the punches.
You know what? You're right. And I'm sure, you know who I think agrees with you? Storm. So next time you see her, why don't you try to convince her of this argument? See what she says.
I am not talking to that bitch because I'll tell you this, she would not hang out with. She never has time for me. She's like, oh, Dazzler, I don't have time for you. I'm the queen of the goddamn solar system.
And Dazzler, I'm so sorry we are out of time. Thank you
And
so
I saw
much
that
for
bitch
being
with the
here.
Scarlet Witch. So okay, bye. Bye. See you next week.
Don't ever fucking do that to me again.
I'm going to do it every week. I'm sorry.
Are we paying her?
No, but she threatened to murder me. Like she's going to shoot me with a solid light photon beam if I don't let her do this.
Well, that's the worst. You have no choice but to let her on every
But
week.
I will say she did have a good segue. She talked about she saw Storm with Scarlet Witch.
I caught her trying to do that segue. I appreciate that. She's looking out for the macro narrative of the show.
Well, why don't we
Storm
talk?
and Scarlet Witch.
Why don't we talk about another different comic? Hit it. Comics that I have read. There's other comics than the X-Men, but who cares really?
Welcome to our segment where we talk about non-X-Men comics. So now let's talk about Scarlet Witch starring Storm.
I'll leave the door open.
So you did not read Scarlet Witch when we talked about it last time.
I have read it.
What do you feel about this door? She's got this door. Losers walk in, be like, "I'm a loser. I have nowhere to turn. Help me."
It's fine. It's fine. It's not bad, but it's not amazing.
I like it.
It's fine, but it's a cute idea.
It's cute. We have Darcy.
But at the same time, where she's like, whenever someone's in dire need, I'm like, the world's about to end. Why isn't there not a million people coming through that door at once?
Right.
I think is a dire need with something that's like mystical or spell that she could actually help with.
It's who knows.
Maybe it's like dire need where I can actually solve the problem, and that's why there's like fucking nobody coming through.
I just think it would make a really good TV show. It's like, hey, it's Wanda, it's Elizabeth Olsen. She's got a cute shop in like Asheville, North Carolina. And in walks like a minor celebrity each and every week. And it's like, I lost my pearls. I lost my husband.
I mean, isn't that what the She-Hulk show is doing?
Yeah, but there was no door.
But we have a door. Adore Delano.
And in fact, through Adore Delano comes Viv Vision in our first of 2 stories featured in this issue. And Viv is like, "You're not my mom, you're not my stepmom, you're not my aunt. I don't even know why I'm here."
Yeah.
And Wanda's like, "Well, let me help you." And Viv is like, "Ugh, you're not my mom." And she's like, "Okay, cool. Magic, magic, magic."
Well, oh, by the way,
fun,
she's the
demons be
second.
gone.
She's the second story, not the first story.
What's the first one?
The first one's the Italian one. Because at the end of the Italian one, Viv shows up at the door at the end of that book.
Girl, we already talked about Scarlet Witch #1 on this show.
No, I know, but you said the first story was Viv Vision.
I meant the first story in issue #2.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
No, because there's 2 parts. Because the Storm story is like a whole
got it.
like,
That's a whole separate
second
thing.
half of the book.
Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Different writer even.
Okay. Well, yeah, Viv Vision shows up, and then there's like Nightmare's daughter is there, and then she like battles her, and then she's like, here.
Yeah.
She's like, here, have my pain, and chew on that bitch. And then she's like, bye, bitch. And then it's
She
over.
literally said, chew on that bitch. And it's not just her pain. It was just iced with her pain. The Keiki Center was a spell that made
her crave hope, right?
Dreamstress. She craves bliss and hope
Yeah.
now, but she's still disgusted by it.
Oh my God. It sounds like me, like trying to, it sounds like who I'm attracted to.
Oh my God. It would be like,
You're like, oh man, I can't get enough of it, but it's
It would
still
be
a
like-
man. Ugh.
the only food you shall never go hungry again. Yay! But the only food you can eat, Brett, are golden raisins. No.
What's wrong with a golden raisin?
Gross.
Do you not like raisins, like oatmeal raisin cookies?
I don't love raisins. I will pick them out of things if they're in them. But like, how dare you when you're getting oatmeal at Starbucks or like trying to get a salad and someone's like, here, put these golden raisins in it. Like, go the fuck away.
Are you like that? How do you feel about a craisin or a dried cherry?
I love a craisin. I love a dried cherry.
Okay.
But can you not put my daily intake of sugar on each and every one?
Okay.
Ask me about any food and I will have an opinion.
All right. All right. We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah,
and
that'll be
let's
another
talk about
segment.
Storm and Scarlet Witch.
Let's do this because Storm, she's a creature of magic.
And she's like, hey, by the way, the guy that's your dad but wasn't really your dad, but he should still be your dad because that was a really stupid plot twist.
It was petty.
Was it Rick Remender that did that? Who did that?
It was Ike Perlman who did it. Was that his name? The guy that like ran Marvel was like, don't put the X-Men on stuff.
Yeah, so they really should have like retconned the retcon.
That's what we all thought the trial of Magneto was going to be for. What a missed opportunity.
But anyway, it's like, yeah, your dad's dead and he was good. So yeah. But the Scarlet Witch is like, oh, hey, baby, I need like another magic lady to help me get some stuff. And she's like, but I'm not magic. And she's like, girl, you're Storm. If I say you're magic, you're fucking magic. Like, you got
Yeah,
black girl
you got-
magic, bitch. Like, come on. What, are you crazy?
I like you. You have everything. You're Storm. You have everything.
And they go and basically she's just doing stuff to get stuff to like make tea. Is it just tea or was it magic tea?
It's always magic tea, even tea.
Okay. And then they make the tea. And then they spill the tea.
And then they spill said tea.
It was cute.
Not really. Storm goes, if I knew you made tea this good, I wouldn't have voted against resurrecting you.
That was pretty
was
good.
like-
Yeah, I love it.
So funny. Also, next issue,
Polaris, fake stepsister or
Fake
half
sis.
sister.
Fakes it. You're like a sister to me. We never spoke. I now require Polaris to be holding coffee at all times. I think that was one of the best evolutions of the Krakoan era.
Polaris needs that caffeine.
She just needs that goddamn Starbucks. Get her a flat white, and she will save the day. Yeah, it's cute. You know, this book is written by the same man who writes Marauders.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're just not going to talk
But
about
that Storm
that.
story was written by Stephanie Williams, not Steve Orlando.
Okay. Well, that's...
I think Steve Orlando's doing a good job on this book.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, you only have one way to go but up with Marauders.
Hey!
How about we talk about something we saw?
I always feel like I'm watching a comic movie or TV.
I guess the music played already. We'll fix it in post. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Okay, so
Timely.
we're talking about the new HBO show that everybody's jizzing over. The Last of Us.
The Last of
I'll
Us.
admit, I really don't like zombie things. I really don't like apocalypse, end of the world scenario things. But I started watching this and I noticed it wasn't really focusing that much on the zombies. It was focusing more on the people. Which I do like, but I do have problems with it. But it's a fun, good show. Pedro Pascal is amazing as always.
It's fantastic.
And he's, doing that typical like trope of like, oh, there's a girl that could be the cure to everything, and we're gonna take her. I'm gonna try and take her and see if we can solve the cure. So traveling the lands of zombie filled lands with the girl.
She's Baby Yoda,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Same thing.
It's
Same thing.
Mandalorian, right?
But we had kind of this little bottleneck episode. In episode 3 with Nick Offerman and the guy who won
Offerman.
and the guy who won the Emmy for
Murray
White
Bartlett.
Lotus, Murray Bartlett. And
Murray Bartlett.
And we got this beautiful gay romance.
Really? So in the game, the character of Bill, Nick Offerman's character, is in the game. And we know from some sort of reference that he had a partner, Frank, and Frank was dead. But here, they give you the whole backstory of that like minor moment from the game. Which, speaking of the game, real quick, one of the things I like about this show is that the way they decided to shoot it, they really are emulating the game. They're really true to the source material. Because
Well, I
there's
mean,
nothing
they're
wrong with it.
totally
It's
not
awesome.
doing the gas masks.
Yeah, oh yeah. But even the way the close-ups were shot, they reminded me of the cutscenes from the game. Like the way the actors move.
Well,
and
the
whatnot,
second
and
episode was directed by the guy who wrote the game.
Oh, there you go.
But
So, yeah.
yeah, but this episode, it was just kind of this beautiful love story, and everybody on TikTok was freaking out, and people were saying best episode of TV ever, and this is where I'm like, look, it was good, it was great. Did I cry? Yes, I cried. It's still no fucking San Junipero from Black Mirror, I'll tell you that much. If we're talking about
It really is not.
great gay stories, and I'll tell you this. Why'd they have to die? Spoilers. Why'd they have to die? It's a very kill your gaze thing for me because he's not dead in the comic book. Nick Offerman is not dead in the game.
That's true.
So
But you know what? I could not help watch that episode and think about the inevitable with me and my husband. And I'm sure you thought the same thing with Joe when you were watching it. Like,
I wouldn't kill myself.
This is going to be us one day.
I'm not going to kill myself, though. But let's all be honest. I'm good. So with me and Joe, I'm going to be the one in the goddamn wheelchair. And I wouldn't want him to fucking kill himself.
I would kill myself.
You would kill yourself?
Probably.
I like living. I mean, I guess if I was in an
that.
apocalypse world, I'd be like, maybe I'd be done. No, because that's true. Honestly, if the apocalypse happens and it's like, oh, we need to like fight for water. I think I'm just.
Oh, you're done.
I think I'm just going to be like, I'm okay. Come get me.
I'm going to lay down here.
But that's the thing. I'm going to try to get an easy death. I don't want to be pulled apart by zombies or anything. I don't want to have like an episode 2 where it's like
you and your husband.
I have like
put a bunch of pills.
I don't want to be made out together. No, I'm not putting a bunch of fucking pills in wine.
Put some pills in your wine and drink it with your husband and go out. You much better.
Anyway, it was very sad. It was very moving. But I also didn't think Nick Offerman needed to die. I think he would have been a great addition to the story.
I really thought he was a series regular.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of annoyed by that.
Yeah. I would have loved it if he comes out of the bedroom and just was like, "Oh no, I just wanted to fool him and think that he wasn't dying alone."
Yeah,
I didn't take anything.
Oh my god, I wrote a sketch like that once. Me and my old comedy partner, who I was my roommate, Joel Anderson. We did some comedy. We did improv together, but we 2-man improv, and then we also sometimes would do sketches. And one of the sketches we played 2 goth guys that were doing a suicide pact. And I was setting it all up and I was so excited. And then it was like, I like look in his bowl and I'm like, these are Smarties. Like, I was like, what? And he's like, oh, sorry. It's just like the cure's coming next month. And I didn't want to disappoint you. And he's like, I was totally going to do it next month. But, did you, speaking of, Pedro Pascal was also on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And I will tell you this. There has been, for a long time running, I'd say the top 2 best breaking bloopers sketches would be the Californians.
And the Lindsay Lohan.
Debbie Downer sketch. And I think one just entered and beat it. It's probably the best sketch I've seen from SNL in probably about 5 years. And
they all broke?
Yes. Bowen Yang lost it. Pedro Pascal was literally guffawing, crying, laughing, and could not get his lines out. Wait. It's Ega Wodum just plays. They're just at a birthday party, and she just plays a woman who wants her steak extra well done. And so while the scene's happening, she's just trying to cut the steak, and the whole table is shaking. And no one can keep a straight face. And the whole time she's like, I'm going to fuck this steak up. She's like, I'm going to screw this steak up. And they're just trying to do stuff. And then there's a point where then the waiter comes over. He's like, I'm sorry, we're getting a lot of complaints. And she just goes, oh, why? Because we're black? And Bowen Yang, I don't know if she improvised the line, but Bowen Yang full on guffaws and just starts covering his face and is like, can't stop laughing. It is the fucking funniest sketch I've ever seen. It's so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Anyway, everybody watch it as soon as you can. It's so fucking good. Anyway, Last of Us, still fun show. It's not like
it's
people,
so good.
but people are talking about it like it's the second coming of Jesus. And I'm like, all right, calm down.
It's not as smart. It's not as smart as other shows that have taken us by the throat like this.
Yeah.
You know, like it's fine.
It's fine. It's good.
It's good. But I'm not like, whoa, this dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like let's all bring it down. Let's all take a melatonin and try to maintain. Okay, everybody.
Take a melatonin, because my husband said, wow, they're really good at explaining what they're about to do on this show. It's like, yeah, it's a video game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, I feel refreshed. I am ready for another 250 episodes. Bring them on.
Woo! Can you imagine
And
we're
then
doing our
after
500th episode? Jesus.
Oh, my God. And we still won't have the X-Men in the MCU.
Shit. Ah.
Oh, God. Thank you so much for listening to every 250 episodes of this show, listeners, except that one. Evil Jeff, thank you so much for being on this journey.
Thank you.
This entire time. My God. And thank you so much, listeners, for heeding this advice.
What advice?
Remember, if you read comics, well, then that makes you
queer.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Damn.